Have you ever woken up and felt like your life isn't fully your own anymore? As if invisible hands have slowly been rearranging your priorities, pulling you into obligations that don't reflect your true path. It starts subtly. You say yes here and there. You try to help, to be kind, to keep the peace. But before you know it, you're carrying burdens that were never yours to hold, living out a story someone else wrote for you, and you wonder, when did I stop being me? Carl Jung once said, the privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. Yet as we age, that privilege often feels further out of reach, not because we've failed, but because the world starts demanding pieces of us we never agreed to give. This video is a wake-up call. It's about reclaiming your peace, your energy, and your boundaries, especially at this stage of life. We'll explore 5 requests that no one, absolutely no one, has the right to ask of you. Requests that seem small on the surface, but over time quietly drain your spirit and disrupt your soul. Because here's the truth, anything that disturbs your peace is too expensive to entertain. And once you understand that, your life will begin to shift in the most liberating ways. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to Mental Dose and join our Telegram channel for thoughtful content that nourishes both personal and spiritual growth. Now let's begin. Picking up burdens that don't belong to you. There comes a time in life when you stop playing the rescuer in other people's chaos. Not because you've grown cold, but because you've finally grown wise. You begin to understand caring for someone is not the same as carrying their weight. Yet even with this clarity, some people will still ask. They'll expect you to step in, clean up, and hold it all together. Situations that were never your responsibility in the first place. It might begin innocently, a small favor, a one-time ask. You agree just to be kind, but then it happens again and again. What was once voluntary becomes expected, then demanded. Before long, you become the glue holding a situation together, not because it's your job, but because no one else stepped up. And when you try to step away, the guilt hits, the disappointment, the accusations. You feel like you're abandoning someone, failing them. But in reality, you're just trying to return to your own life. The price, more than your time, more than your energy, it chips away at your health, your peace, your identity. You are not a safety net, not a backup plan, not a 24/7 fixer for everyone else's unfinished business. And anyone who treats you like you are has already crossed a boundary. Let them carry what's theirs. You've earned the right to walk free. 2. Lending money without a real emergency. There's a heavy silence that follows when someone close to you asks for money, not because of a true emergency, but because of choices they made carelessly. And now somehow it's on you to fix it. That silence is thick with pressure, with guilt. You hear phrases like, "You're my father," "You're my sister," "Of course you'll help me." But should you at this point in life, lending money is rarely just a financial decision. It's not about the dollar amount, it's about the meaning behind it. That money represents stability, security, the quiet comfort you earned through decades of hard work and sacrifice. And once it's gone, it doesn't just leave your bank account, it takes your peace with it. People often think they're asking for a loan, but what they're really doing is you to shoulder the consequences of their decisions. And when you hesitate or say no, the story flips. Suddenly you're the bad guy. You're cold. You don't care. But no one's asking whether they've earned what they're requesting. No one's asking what they're putting at risk in your life. So here's the truth. Generosity is beautiful, but self-erasure is not. It's not selfish to protect your financial boundaries. It's wise. You've done enough. You've earned your peace, and you have every right to say no without apology. Becoming the referee in family drama. Family drama has a strange kind of gravity. No matter how far you try to distance yourself, it pulls you in quietly, insistently. You hear it. Can you please talk to him? Can you fix things with her? Only you can make it better. Suddenly, you're the mediator in a match you never asked to join. It sounds noble to be the peacemaker, to be the bridge, the one everyone turns to. But here's what most people won't say out loud. Some battles are not yours to fight, and often in trying to fix what isn't yours, you become the one everyone resents. You get blamed when peace doesn't come. You're left emotionally depleted, caught in the crossfire of someone else's wounds. Imagine this siblings fighting over your house before you've even passed. A home that once held sacred memories now soaked in tension and entitlement. You deserve better than that. You deserve peace in your own story, not chaos from someone else's. There's a moment, often subtle, often coded in politeness, when someone says to you, "Why are you wearing that?" Don't talk like that. You still listen to that music. It might sound innocent, even caring. But if you listen closely, what they're really saying is, stop being you. And that, my friend, is an act of quiet violence against your soul. You have spent decades, years filled with joy, heartbreak, trial, error, and triumph, becoming the person you are today. Every scar has a story. Every habit has a history. Every opinion, every preference, every quirky rhythm of your life is a reflection of who you've become. And now someone wants you to edit yourself, to modernize your thoughts, your choices, your lifestyle, just to blend more easily into their vision of who you should be. No, absolutely not. You are not a passing trend to be updated. You are not an unformed lump of clay waiting for external hands to shape you. You are a fully realized soul who has earned the right to stand firm in your truth. Staying true to yourself is not stubbornness. It's not resistance. It is survival. Because here's the danger. Once you begin chipping away at your authenticity, when maybe I shouldn't say that one, I guess I won't wear this one silenced laugh or opinion. It doesn't stop. Little by little, piece by piece, you lose sight of the person in the mirror. And one day you wake up feeling like a stranger in your own life. You are not difficult. You are not outdated. You are rooted. Rooted in your values, your wisdom, your story. Never trade your authenticity for someone else's comfort. They might forget who you are, but you never should. 4. Prioritizing their emotions over your own. The invisible trap. This one is tricky because it often masquerades as love. It sounds like, if you really cared, you'd do this for me. Please just don't make me feel uncomfortable. You know how sensitive I am. But let's unpack what's really being said. Your happiness threatens me. Your independence unsettles me. Please shrink yourself so I can stay emotionally comfortable. That's not love. That's control wrapped in the soft language of emotional manipulation. And it's perhaps the most invisible form of exploitation. When you are constantly asked to shape your choices around someone else's emotional fragility, you become an actor on their stage. Every move you make is scripted, every feeling measured. You're no longer living, you're performing. You start dimming your light to make others feel safe. You suppress your excitement, your opinions, your ambitions, just to avoid making things awkward. But let me ask you this. Where in that dynamic are you allowed to be free? Real connection is not about constant appeasement. It's about alignment. It's about being seen, heard, accepted, and yes, sometimes disagreed with. Peace does not grow from chronic sacrifice. It grows from mutual respect. You are allowed to live boldly, to say no without guilt, to choose go even if it disrupts someone else's comfort zone. You've earned that right not once, not twice, but hundreds of times over through the battles you've already fought. And the cost of saying yes. These 5 requests may seem unrelated: being expected to rescue others, to hand out money without need, to solve family drama, to change who you are, and to abandon your own emotional needs. But they all share one tragic effect. They steal your peace. And peace once lost is hard to reclaim. So ask yourself now, with honesty and courage, who in your life has made these requests? And more importantly, why have you said yes? Was it loyalty, guilt, fear of being seen as selfish? The truth is, you are not a lifeline. You are not a bank account. You are not a therapist, a peacekeeper, or a scapegoat. You are a human being with boundaries, with a heart that deserves rest, with a mind that deserves clarity, with a spirit that deserves to feel intact. Saying no is not cruelty, it's clarity. It's self-respect. It's strength. And if you've made it this far into the video, I know you're not here to live small anymore. You're here to live honestly, fully, freely. Your voice matters. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these 5 boundaries resonated with you most? Have you been caught in one of these situations? Have you ever felt like your peace was being chipped away by expectations you never agreed to? Share your story in the comments. I read every single one, And if you made it to the end of this message, type the word intact in the comments, because it tells me that you're not just watching, you're walking the path with us, fully present, committed to protecting what matters most. And if this brought you value, please subscribe to Mental Dose, share this video with someone who needs it, and if you feel moved, you can support our channel by clicking the thanks button below. Every bit helps us keep creating content that speaks to your soul. Until next time, remember this: your peace is not a luxury. It's your birthright. Protect it. Honor it. It's the most valuable thing you own.